Hello, and thank you for joining me for another of my tips that wow. And a wedding involves a lot of choreography. There's a lot of people doing certain jobs. There's a cast list, and what I'd like to look at this time is who does what. And obviously it depends on the size of the wedding and so on, but the main roles are the best man, or indeed nowadays best woman sometimes, and his job may be quite involved or quite simple, but certainly he's usually going to have to look after the rings, and if he is doing that, sometimes people put the rings on their fingers. Don't put them all the way down, just put them over the first knuckle. You don't want to have the rings stuck. There will also be the possibility to do some jobs for the groom. Maybe the venue has forgotten the table and you can get that organised. It maybe needs some water, whatever. And you would also end up, if you're the best man, giving a speech normally at the reception. So those are the main tasks. Bridesmaids have the task of looking beautiful. They need to process in, and what they do have to do, which is difficult, is to process very, very slowly and majestically. Ushers, they will have the role of directing the guests. It could be for which side of the family, which family they are, and which side of the room they're going to be seated at. And it could just be giving directions, and also sometimes looking after gifts as well, keeping them safe. And probably the other main players, apart from the bride and groom, will be the parents. And the father may well walk down the aisle giving the bride away, and will also have to welcome the guests in a short speech later on. So just an introduction to the cast list and what is needed, and I hope that was useful, and that you'll join me for another edition of my Tips That Work.